ritual.
Can I join the ritual? Tell them I'm ready.
We're talking about the blonde hair.
Okay, so what am I going blonde?
It's part of the ritual. We gotta dye our hair, act where we act. They do everything together, dress alike, get their hair alike, sell their soul alike, do rituals alike. Major sacrifice awaiting.
Two allegedly straight men acting zesty together. Playing with your manhood like that, that's a sacrifice, bruh. What is good? Diamond Dynasty, baby. Y'all already know what's going on in this video today. We got another lit video. Y'all can see what I'm reacting to, man. Shout out to MoreBlakkballoon. If y'all have not checked out MoreBlakkballoon's channel, he has a lot of dope ass content when it comes to the conspiracies. All right, so he has a second channel called MoreBlakkballoon. We're gonna react to this, man. All right, we're gonna see what he has to say about AB and Deen dyeing their hair blonde. Okay, is it a part of a ritual? Okay, now for this video here, I figured I don't have a blonde wig, right? So while we're reacting to this video, I gotta put on my wig too, because I'm gonna be a part of the humiliation ritual today. So I'm gonna have my wig on too. Let me put it on. Oh look, hold on, I'm gonna put my wig on. You know, this is the best I could do, y'all. Sorry. All right, so I'm going through the I'm going through the ritual too. I'm on my blonde ritual shit as well. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into this video right quick, and we're gonna see what MoreBlakkballoon has to say about us selling our souls. All right, let's get into it. So before we get into this MoreBlakkballoon reaction, I do want to go ahead and insert a clip of AB on stream with the, I don't know if this other dude is like a streamer or what he is, but he is basically saying that the blonde hair is a ritual. All right. It's so crazy because I already had this video edited, and I felt like since I saw that in their stream, I needed to put this part in here too, so you guys can see even more. Like I stated, I am not saying that this is a ritual for them, but it could definitely be a possibility. Okay, watch this clip right here. I'm gonna have to kind of splice and dice it up because it does have the DDG song in the background. I'm not trying to get copyrighted, but guys, listen closely.
It's a ritual.
Can I join the ritual? Tell them I'm ready.
We're talking about the blonde hair.
Okay, so what am I going blonde?
So I know it might be unclear what was said because I had to splice and dice it because of the music. The music was very loud as well. But if you listen to the clip, the ladies are asking, what's up with the blonde hair? And old dude says, it's a ritual. And the girls get all excited. They're like, ooh, how can I join? When am I getting the blonde hair too? Also, you will see these two ladies throw up the Masonic symbol. Okay, it looks like a diamond. You will see Jay-Z. You will see a lot of people in the industry throw this diamond up. Okay, I used to throw it up a lot in my videos, in my older videos, but it's not because I joined the Illuminati. I used to get comments saying that I was a devil worshiper and I didn't join the Illuminati just because I did the diamond symbol when my name is Diamond. Okay. So no, I have not sold out. Sometimes I do the diamond symbol because my name is Diamond. However, they're throwing up the diamond because they know it is attached to the Freemasonry and things like that. Either old dude is trolling, even though he did not smile, did not seem like he was joking, or he was really being for real. Okay, you see AB asking, what is he talking about? And he says, you know, the ritual. And AB's like, oh, okay, basically. So you let me know based off of that clip. What do you guys think about that? I actually was just watching the stream and I saw this happen. So I have to re-edit this video so I can insert this clip so you guys can see what I'm talking about here as well. So this is brand new footage that just happened. Okay, it's Monday morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and this just happened on stream. So I felt like it was important since this does have something to do with the video that you guys are watching now. So let me know in the comment section down below. How do you guys feel about them actually, quote unquote, selling their soul? in this blonde hair thing really being a ritual that AB and Dean are practicing and participating in? Let me know.
They dyed their hair blonde. I don't know exactly what they have going on, but a lot of the clips that I saw,
am I recording? Yeah.
They were, it looked like this was done by like the Zeus
Network
hairstylists and people that help them get ready for whatever they're doing on Zeus.
Zeus also had the goats. Y'all remember the segment where they brought the goats and the goats were shitting and pissing everywhere and they got upset? They brought the goats in too, right? So it's certain things that they're doing that make it seem like, okay, you have been initiated. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I didn't experience my own little situations with the, you know, industry, because people think that it's just certain industries that this happens with. But this happens in every industry. I'm pretty sure even in the food industry, when you get to the top of the cream of the crop, I'm pretty sure it's that way as well. There's gatekeepers, okay? It's the same thing with YouTubers, okay? I done been through my own shit. I don't know if MoreBlakkballoon has, but it happens in all facets. I'm pretty sure it happens with TikTokers, with streamers, 100%, right? Allegedly. But I know what has happened to me as far as the industry goes, so I can only imagine some of these other people and what they have to do and what they sign up for and the sacrifices that they allegedly make, okay? But anyway,
because when they was at that place getting their hair dyed, like some kind of like warehouse, makeup, bunch of clothes everywhere.
Yeah.
There were Zeus stickers
everywhere
on the mirrors, and there was a big Zeus Network sign on the wall.
Right.
So y'all remember they got this whole thing going on with Zeus. I don't know if they like signed some contract. I don't know what they have going on with them two and Zeus. I didn't quite look into it, but we were mostly here, you know, obviously to talk about the blonde hair ritual and how so many artists.
Why does it look like Jazz? Perfect laughs. Why that look like her right there?
Dyed their hair blonde.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I look crazy as hell with blonde hair.
As they made a transition into the industry, or they started to really become famous, or it goes even deeper and further back to MK Ultra as well. Now, a lot of these artists may have not been directly under MK Ultra. I know we remember Slim Shady rocking the blonde back then as well. Mary J. Blige,
Chris Brown, they all do it.
She was one of the first like R&B artists, especially women, black women in the industry, to do the blonde hair.
We had Eve, we had Cisco. It's a lot of people who did the blonde.
Wiz did it. Kid Cudi did it. Young Thug did it. Future did it. Future did it multiple times. And he also just recently did it as well when he cut his hair, went back to the blonde look. And I remember when I first started getting into this theory, and this was old Future with the like really light blonde dreads. But I remember when I first started getting into this theory, of course, Drewski, new age, Drewski been rocking the blonde for a minute now. But when I first started getting into this theory, right, it wasn't about, you know, just rappers selling their soul or anything like that. It was about MK Ultra. It was about mind control. It was about showing that, you know, like my puppet, as in like say I'm like an industry exec or, you know, one of them people pulling the strings. It was showing that this person is okay to be back in the public now. This person has been worked on.
Basically, this person has been programmed. We have programmed whatever agenda we want to implant in this person's psyche, and now they can go ahead and get gone. That's the exact same thing that they say whenever they have these rappers or these artists or these industry people. They lock them up and they put them behind bars. They say a lot of the times they're programming them. Okay, now this is all alleged. I don't know anything, okay, YouTube? Y'all have taken down a lot of these videos that I do with conspiracy theories, so I had to chill the fuck out. So now we're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna take it easy here. But allegedly, when these people, you know, go to certain places, when they go to mental hospitals or they go to jails, prison, right? It is said that they are downloading new software into their brains or their psyche so that when they do get back into the world, they're operating on the correct agenda. But who knows? Let me know what you think.
We done sent their ass to this damn mental hospital.
What I tell you?
Wherever we had to do them, we done electrocuted them, did all the stuff we had to do to them, and they're fine now. And that was, you know, what the blonde hair basically meant back. Basically
to subdue the subject and make the subject submit to the mission, allegedly.
Then, or at least that's how I came up on it in like those earlier days of the YouTube theories about the blonde hair ritual. If I'm not mistaken, I think even Yash Kara talked about the blonde hair ritual. I think it went as far back as that, but it's still kind of a new theory, kind of. But one thing that lets you know, like when Lil Durk went blonde, when he went blonde, and this was that famous court case where Vaughn was sitting next to him right here. When Durk went blonde, you know, yeah. You're like, yeah, he's supposed to be, mind you, this man is in jail right now for allegedly multiple murders for hire. Dude done seen so much death, more death than people will ever see in multiple lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? So when he went blind, it's like, yeah, you know this shit has to be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get who claim to be the most street guys in the industry, and they end up dyeing their hairs blonde. And you have to really think about it, that most people don't actually, you know, dye their hair blonde. Like,
especially black folks. Let's just throw that out there too. Maybe white folks, because it makes sense for their skin tone. But for us melanated people, ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? But at the end of the day too, we have some women who love to switch up their wigs. You know, shout out to all my ladies who love to switch up your weaves and stuff like that. One day you want to be purple, the next day you want to be blonde, the next day you want to be blue. I feel you. But it's just not natural. It's not a natural thing, and it's because it's not a natural hair color for us black folks. So, you know, it's out of the ordinary.
Got women, but most men just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They just don't do it. And you wonder why all these famous people dyeing their hair blonde. So let's get into the clips real quick that y'all came to see, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit more, y'all. Check it out.
All right, bet.
It's part of the ritual. We got to dye hair.
I've seen this part because TTS had said something. Oh, y'all have finally sold your souls. It's a ritual. Y'all dyed y'all hair. So Deen in this clip is just responding to TTS.
A little bit more, y'all. Check it out. It's part of the ritual. We got to dye our hair. Act where we act.
The funny thing about it is when I watched this clip for the first time, it really seemed as if Deen was really thinking about what he was doing. You know, I'm not trying to say that this is a ritual, but he seems to be in deep thought. Now, we know that these characters are playing characters, right? We know that they are actors and actresses out here. But it seemed like there was a little heaviness, even though he's being sarcastic or about to joke and make light of the situation. It still seems as if Deen is thinking like, shit, y'all kind of right, you know? Let me know. What do you think? Do you think that he actually, or him and AB actually sold their soul, or this blonde hair thing is a ritual for them? Or do you think it's just content? Let me know in the comments.
And then we're going to dye our hair. Act where we act. Stupid ass nigga. It's part of the ritual. We got to dye our hair. Act where we at.
And if you notice, a lot of the times when rituals or the Illuminati or conspiracies are brought up with celebrities, a lot of the times they do love to make light out of the situation, and they like to make fun of it, and they like to make jokes out of it. They want to make it seem like it's just so ridiculous of a thing for you to believe. You know, take your tin hat off, right? But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, because I know what I think, but I don't want to say too much of what I think, because, you know what I'm saying, I want to keep my channel. That's all I'm going to say. But let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Okay. And basically, you know, that's him trying to troll and mock people for thinking that they sold their soul for dyeing their hair blonde. So I just pulled it up real quick, although couldn't put it on the screen, but
I'm hungry, y'all.
Anyways,
I gotta eat me something.
So supposedly they are discussing a potential content partnership or a show and a live stream gesture where Zeus Network CEO Lemuel Plummer gifted them expensive Rolex watches. So it seems like they're in discussions for a collab. So maybe a show or content crossover on Zeus Network's platform. So you could tell Zeus is trying to tap in with the streamers and basically just get more money. And so it seems a little fitting that they dyed their hair around this same time, because this just started in July. It's August 1st. So they dyed their hair blonde as they're starting to work whatever they got going on with Zeus Network. So
comment down below, let me know, do you guys see this as a transition to really making it to the big leagues?
Oh, that's a little telling right there.
Large, what else we doing? A very large, hold on, nigga. A very large YouTuber that he's a I don't know where it says we got our hair like this. I just feel like we just need to hug him. He got the old very big YouTuber, large, what else we doing?
See, and they're at whatever's going on, they're at like some kind of Zeus warehouse, Zeus building right here. You can see the sign back here. And there was more Zeus stickers and stuff all around.
We all know how demonic Zeus is, bro. We all know that, okay? It ain't nothing but a shit show when you turn on Zeus.
Wherever they're at right now. And yeah, you know, they're a duo. They do everything together, dress alike, get their hair alike, sell their soul alike, do rituals alike, everything. Hold on, let me see if I had another clip of them real quick.
I forgot, like, I was watching this stream, but I forgot what the purpose was for them to dye their hair. I don't know if this was like a random thing, or if they were told, hey, it's time for y'all to dye y'all hair. It's about that time, ritual time. I don't know if it was one of those type of things, or if they just, I don't know, man. I don't know. If you know, comment down below and let me know, where did this stem from? Why do they even dye their hair blonde in the first place? Comment down below and let me know.
Hold on, I don't want to play. This one got too much music in the background.
I feel you.
But this is just another angle of them. You see the Zeus sticker on the mirror. Just another angle of them basically celebrating the blonde hair rituals. Somebody said this is the final form before it all goes bad. This never worked for anybody in history. Major sacrifice awaiting. They done got to him. Got Dean looking like.
I mean, if we're being honest, a sacrifice has already been made with two allegedly straight men acting zesty together. That is already a sacrifice in itself, to be completely honest. There will be definitely more sacrifices to come. But that's a huge sacrifice. Your manhood, playing with your manhood like that, that's a sacrifice, bruh. You know? Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Like Cisco, the funniest gays around. The contract they signed before dyeing their hair.
Let me know what y'all having for dinner, man, or for breakfast, or whatever time it is right now. If it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, let me know what you guys are going to eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I got some Panda Express in there that I'm going to get to right after these videos, but I had to shoot these first. I'm hella hungry, though. My stomach is eating itself right now.
Oh, hell no. Somebody said, hey, Barbara, can I get this? Now, look, what this made me think of, real quick, before I got another clip or two to show y'all, but it made me think about this, right? So, when was this? This was December 13th, 2016. Now, this takes the blonde hair stuff back to MK Ultra, and obviously, we talk about Kanye West at this point. You know what I'm saying? You could damn near say he's like one of the original blonde hair MK Ultra. He said the movie Get Out was basically him. It was about him. It was about his life. That's basically what he said. And it's the truth. So this Trump Tower thing where they met at and took those pictures was December 13th, 2016.
Look at that motherfucker there. Hold on.
And took those pictures was
Look at this shit.
December 13th, 2016. Everybody was like, whoa, no way this is Kanye. If this is Kanye, this man had the lip.
This nigga looks like he's doing the mannequin challenge, nigga. He doesn't even look real.
Literally just got out of.
This nigga looks like he's in a casket or something, bruh. Except he's smiling. He doesn't even look real.
The MK Ultra hospital. Like, this is really what the blonde hair ritual represents. This is really what it represents. Kanye West, as in like MK Ultra. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it definitely, I think as well, you know, a sign of they got an artist or artisan, so they sold and did what they had to do. But when we think about Britney Spears, how she went through all that MK Ultra, all that crazy shit and cut her hair off completely. Amanda Bynes went through all that crazy stuff and was like blonde hair looking crazy. I think Lindsay Lohan as well did the same thing, right? And so we remember this was basically right after that crazy rant that he did on stage for the St. Pablo tour. Remember, his most infamous stage rant, that happened November 19th, 2016. So only a couple of weeks later, he was already in the psycho hospital. This Hollywood Reporter magazine or news article says that Kanye West's blonde hair and the psychology of celebrity post-trauma hair changes. They're trying to make it seem like this is a it's a makeover. This quote says it's like a makeover.
It's like a makeover psychologically. Ooh.
Or psychologically.
Shit, that shit deep. This shit get deep, man. This shit get deep. That's why I don't be doing too many videos like this, because I can't get that deep, man. That was straight strike my shit. I done almost lost my channel so many times, man. So now we just gonna keep it on the surface, you know? But y'all can comment whatever y'all want to comment.
Says Sherman Oaks, California-based doctor. Kanye West has been spotted in public for the first time, and this is back in 2016, after his recent hospitalization for exhaustion and sleep deprivation. They said this man got on stage and said so much that we're going to just say he was exhausted and he ain't slept in days. That's what this...
Yeah, he needs to be reprogrammed. Our puppet needs to be reprogrammed because it's breaking out of the cycle or breaking out of the programming. We got to smack his ass back in line.
Was. This was just a couple of weeks afterwards. And then this article, where I guess the first time they saw him in public was December 8th. Was December 8th, right? The meeting with Trump was 5 days later on December 13th. So they basically had him in a hospital for like 2 to 3 weeks. He was gone. November 19th was the rant. He was first spotted in public then December 18th. Then he met with Trump on the 13th. So we're talking about from the night he did this rant up until early December, he was gone. He was in the hospital. He was in the damn mental asylum. They said Kanye West public outing comes after a week after his release from Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center. where he was placed on a psychiatric hold. Had this man on a psychiatric hold for weeks.
And allegedly they will do that to the people or the celebrities who get out of line and they're not following the agenda, or they're speaking out and they're speaking up too much and they're trying to help the masses, trying to help the people. They're going to make you look crazy as hell. Allegedly, they're going to make you look crazy as hell. And you're going to feel crazy as hell because you might be getting gang stalked. You might have your phone tapped. Ask me how I know. The shit gets really wicked and it gets very, very scary. Okay? And that's why, you know what? I used to be like, I can't believe these people sold their soul and all of these things. But at the end of the day, I really empathize with them. I really feel bad for them, honestly, because I can't imagine having to go through some of the things they allegedly have to go through, bro. It's tough.
Allegedly at the UCLA Medical Center. I bet wherever he was, it was only for celebrities.
Yep. Only for programming. You need to download some shit to get your ass back in line. And
they was reinstilling that MK Ultra on. Then it goes in to talk about
frying and shit, boy.
Britney Spears, and it's just showing other artists that kind of did the same thing. Well, Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Bynes. This was just an article talking about like celebrities transforming their hairs after they go through some kind of, trauma. The psychology of celebrity post-trauma hair changes. It's like, come on, you know what I'm saying? This is MK Ultra. That's what it is. It's strictly MK. It's exactly what it is. Like I said, this got music in it. This was just another angle. See what we got next.
No animal around here. That's just the two difference between the two. So, whatever. Anyway. So it says, why do rappers always dye their hair blonde when they're going through a career-changing phase? Okay, and that's true. Future, Thugger, you have Kanye, you have Wayne, you have Eminem / Slim Shady, you have Travis Scott. They all dye their hair blonde, and I think it's like weird. It makes me weirded out because also you can pin this on, they're trying to whitewash people, right? And I really wasn't sticking to that belief, but the more I look at these pictures, the more I look at black males and black females dyeing their hair blonde, and I'm talking about, bleaching their hair blonde, but I'm talking about like, some of them go platinum blonde,
And AB and Dean were thinking about going platinum, but they went blonde instead. And that is a good point, whitewash, because also it's celebrities and people in the industry not only dyeing their hair blonde, but they're also lightening their skin. So I can believe what she's saying about that.
And in the music industry, there's like these ranks, and if you go platinum, it's like you're big or whatever. And the fact that they be dyeing their hair platinum blonde. So just looking at some of these pictures, over the course of the week that I've been, looking into this video and trying to research it, I got actually disgusted because I remember personally going through a phase where I'll see my favorite celebs or whatever. When I was in high school, I'd see my favorite celebs dyeing their hair blonde, and I wanted that. I was like, oh, that'd be live on me, And then you'll see a lot of people in the black community try to say, well, it complements our skin tone. Okay, that's good. But I'm starting to, go towards the thing. That's not natural.
What did I say during the beginning of this video? I said that shit is not natural for us melanated folks. No melanin queen or king has popped out the coochie with blonde hair. It's just not happening, bro. It's not in our genetics. So there's that.
It's not. Why do we love fake things? I don't know. This is what I've been thinking. Why do we love fake things? So you have Kim K here, of course, and I want to point this out too. The white European Caucasians, the Hispanic industry people, they do it too. A lot of people get close and I just think, it's just, them doing it. But they do it too, right? You have, I don't even like saying his name, but you have him right here. His hair is just fully platinum blonde. Dirk is a very special character with this. And there's a video that I'm going to play at the end for you guys to see about Dirk, because it's very, very talent in many ways, and he makes me believe that it's a status quo. If you do this, you know, you're gonna go like
You're gonna go
double
up.
platinum. You're gonna like, you know, you're on top of the world. You're leading something, right? You got Billie Eilish, you know, Eilish or whatever you call her. The fact that she went, you know, this color blonde threw me off.
She damn near blended in.
I don't know. It was sharp.
All right, so y'all pretty much get the gist of it. It's all around. A lot of them may seem like, especially when it comes to the women, it'll go unnoticed because obviously you're used to women dyeing their hair.
That's what I just said.
A normal woman is like, yeah, okay, cool. She dyed her hair blonde. She ain't sell her soul. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
some of these women in the industry, unless they're obviously going through stuff where they're being deemed crazy, you're not really going to think about it like you would a male who has dyed his hair blonde, especially in the industry. And remember, this is also Future's, this was Future's latest album right here.
For real?
The cover, where he just kind of goes with the natural blonde, spiky look. So they've been doing it for a long time, y'all. Some of them will say it's the kind of look rock starish and all that good stuff, but at the end of the day, we know what's going on, and they don't always have to be like Kanye going through MK Ultra or having a breakdown for it to be obvious. But man, I think I'll leave this on the screen. Kanye shit was the most obvious. Like he literally was not blonde, and then he got out of that shit, and then he was blonde. It's like this shit was the most obvious for sure.
And they had to do something with Kanye ass. Because he was going to talk and talk and talk. That's just Kanye's personality. He doesn't give up. So if you don't program him, he's going to be one of the ones you really have to worry about. Right?
So just wanted to get on here and talk about this.
Shout out to Black Balloon, man. Always coming out with great content on conspiracies. If y'all like that type of content, make sure that you do click the link in my description down below to go follow him, go subscribe to his channel, show him some love. Let me know what you guys think about AB and Deen dyeing their hair, man. Let me know. Was Deen really trolling, or was he really for real but made it look like a troll? And what do you think is going to be the next level for them? Because they're pretty high on the pedestal when it comes to the hottest streamers out right now. And, you know, I'm actually very curious to see what happens next with these guys. You know, I'm definitely going to be keeping up with their journey and all of that. I was rooting for AB, and he says come Monday, which is today, because I will be posting this Monday. Tonight, which is Sunday. What the fuck? See, I need to eat, man. My brain is foggy as hell. I didn't even know it was Sunday night. It's Sunday night, nigga. If Monday is tomorrow, what is today? Okay? But I'm filming this on Sunday night. And so I'll have this coming out on Monday. And AB said that, you know I let y'all down. Because TTS, people on TTS were saying, hey, you messed up, you've been drinking. And he was like, hey, everybody makes mistakes, you know. And I agree with that too, especially him being such a hardcore alcoholic. Like I said, from drinking every single day to 4 days later, you're in a warehouse, you're stuck in a warehouse, and then you go clean for a couple days, and then you start, I mean, it was inevitable for him to have a relapse. I mean, that's part of addiction, let's be honest, right? But I don't think that AB is going to fight again. I could be wrong, and I hope that he does give us the comeback story that we all are looking for. I don't know if that's gonna happen, man. Like I said, I can't say if I was AB that I would go fight again. If anything, AB would probably fight for a bag and fight for legacy, right? To continue the journey and legacy. But other than that, what the fuck am I gonna go get CTE and beat up for when I can scratch my balls, brush my teeth, get up, say hello to the chat, be on stream for maybe 45 minutes of the day while Deen does the rest, and fucking eat popsicles every hour, fuck bitches, drink my fucking Don Julio or whatever I want to drink, and go back to sleep and do it all over again. Like, come on, bro. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. All right, getting back in the ring again when he's making so much money streaming just doesn't make much logical sense. So I can't even blame AB. At first I was like, damn, come on, get it together. But realistically, now that I'm thinking logically about it, now that I got out of the mindset that, oh man, he could make a comeback and this could be a part of his legacy and all, bruh, I don't see it. I just don't see it. And if he surprises us, that's the cherry on the top. But at the end of the day, I'm taking all of this as entertainment, my nigga. It's just entertainment. So at this point in time, I'm just here to be entertained. I'm here to laugh. And that's really it, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man.